Hello everyone, welcome back to NeoCab. This is your driver at the steering wheel here for your NeoCab, Dan. I hope that you guys have come back ready and looking forward to a new adventure with our friend Lina. And hopefully it won't be as quite as intense as it was the last one, but that I guess makes it extra interesting, right? Anyways, let's hop into this and see what other things we get into here. Alright, so we got one more ride for the night. It was well after midnight and I met my ride quota. I checked my feel good green. Most nights, yep. So we're just gonna check for the next thing. We haven't heard from Savi. Alright, let's see. What have we got on the map? We're here in Luz Rouge. Oh man, all these people are way out here. Aganon. Wow, 3 stars. Nourish me, all ye in pain. I gather my strength to rise once again. The Book of Metawapian. Luke Howard, NeoCab Prime. Strategic intelligence analyst. Hear there be opinions. Engage at own risk. So he sounds like he's very opinionated, and he's at 3.5 stars. So people don't really like him all that much. More than this Aganon person. Klaus Berg, student of the world. Any opinions expressed on this feed are mine and mine alone. We're gonna be low on fuel regardless, it seems. But what does NeoCab Prime mean? Do they pay out extra for this person? But then again, he's probably gonna be extra jerkish, maybe. This person's got a long way to go. Dude. I mean, this seems like a safe bet. But is safe good? I don't know. I mean, he doesn't seem too bad. I mean, he's definitely got lower stars than this dude, Klaus. He's got NeoCab Prime, so he's got money. Maybe that's a thing? Maybe we'll try it. I don't know, guys. This is my first time playing. I don't know what's going on here. All I know is we're doing something. Alright, we're in it now. Luke was at New West Coast, a brutalist nightclub with 19th century saloon doors. According to the neon signage, it said you could get liquor. He staggered through the doors like he was looking for his horse. Well, he'd found me. So he's a drunkard. Great. The sour, sweet stink of booze flooded my car. I took a second to adjust to the new air. Let me just, yeah, let's do that. Is he is he like a guard, like a guards person or a security guard or something? He didn't seem to be in a talkative mood. I figured we should just get moving. His head dipped out of my rear view for a second. Oh. Hey. 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 Did you know there's puke on the floor? Oh my god, he puked in our car. You're messing with me, right? No, I'm serious. It's like just right here on the floor. Puke. I swear to God, I just noticed it. It was there when I got in. No, it wasn't. It really wasn't. The smell hit me. Was that absinthe and ribs? My eyes watered. I smashed the button to crack my window. What the heck? I would love to catch one break in this city. You mind opening your window? Dude, did you just throw up in my car? I mean, he's drunkard. My stance is you don't fight drunk people. Even if you win, you lose. You mind opening your window? Yeah, no problem. I guess the air helped a little, but the ship had sailed. Yeah, I would love to catch one break in the city. I would love to catch one break in this city. Look, shoot happens, buddy. Want my advice? Just smile and move on. It's not worth thinking too closely about the wheres and the whys. You'll be much happier in the long run. Coming from a drunkard? Come on, man. Vomit in my car and life advice from the man who put it there. My lucky night. You think some secrets are best kept hidden? Exactly. Except the mystery. He burped. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm not... We passed the rest of the ride without another word, or eruption. Luke kept his eyes on his phone, texting at warp speed and cackling between hiccups. I was still trying to decide if it was worse to breathe through the mouth or my nose. We finally arrived at a stop. It felt coming to the finish line of a marathon. Yeah, get the heck out of my car. You disgusting human. Oh my god. Have a good one, buddy. As he reached for the door, I looked him in the eye. I mean... he's drunk. Again, what do you win with any of these other ones? You too. Luke was finally gone. Well, not all of him. I had to do something about that mess in the back. I held my breath and dealt with it. I wanted to think it could only get better from here, but night shift packs can be very creative. I snapped a photo first. NeoCap's supposed to reimburse us if we have proof someone got sick, but there's no guarantee. For a second, I thought it'd be funny if I sent it to Savvy. Let's see her ignore that. But I didn't do it. Move out to the big city, Lina. We'll have a great time. You'll mop up puke with a rag. Puke face. Oh, I got an achievement for that, I guess. Great. Luke Howard gave you 5 stars. Uneventful. Uneventful? You know, whatever. Okay, whatever. You complete slob, you. Stayed perfect. It's just everything's perfect. Peachy keen. Alright, well, we made money, so there's that. Now in the Combine. New message from Savvy. So sorry. Lina, fast as you can. Go to this address. Location saved? I mean... I don't understand. Yeah, let's go with that. She can explain to us. Message could not be delivered. What? Uh-oh. Okay, we're gonna... It looks pretty dangerous. Let's floor it. She looks like she might be in danger. And what you just got... Come over here. An LOPD speed trap nearly nabbed me on the way over. Too close. But I still wasn't fast enough. This was definitely it. The location of Savvy's SOS pin. It was just an empty lot in between some abandoned storefronts. I could only see as far as my headlights, but there was no trace of her. Uh-oh. No text since so sorry either. Oh no, what happened? What happened? Let's try texting her once more. Tried texting one more time. There was no answer. Oh man. Negative emotions. Had I just missed her? If I had driven here faster, would she be getting into my car right now, laughing off her crazy night? It was so dark I could barely see the broken bottles all over the ground. This wasn't a good place for anyone to wait around at night, especially alone. Especially someone like Savvy. Then I saw it. Face down on the curb, her phone. I grabbed it and a chill ran up my arms. It was shattered right in the center of the hollow screen, now totally dark and cold. It looked like it had been stepped on. Yeah, because she dropped, like, her phone got like swiped out of her hand. That's what that video was, right? There was a sticker on the back, a punk-looking symbol of a wasp inside a bicycle gear. I sketched it in my journaling app and stashed her phone in my glove box. That explained the radio silence. What had happened here? I think it was a radic swarm, because I can't remember the dude's name, but the one that called the radic swarm before, he had a wasp inside of a gear, like it was a tattoo. Yeah, someone must have grabbed it from her. Someone who didn't want her texting me. Who would do that? If you know her at all, you know Savvy is not someone you should mess with. My field grid went red. That seemed about right. I wondered what Savvy's field grid looked like right now. What was she feeling? What was she thinking? All I could imagine was not comforting. I tried to push back my thoughts and focus what I could do right now. I remembered what Azul had told me about Radics. No cops. My body felt crazy, like I was buzzing with nerves, but at the same time could barely keep a thought in my head. I had nowhere to go and no one to help talk things out. All I could do was try to get some sleep. My only option was Crasher, to find a cheap motel or a spare room somewhere, anywhere but a Capra capsule, if I could afford it. I closed out my neocab shift. At least I'd hit my quota before my world turned upside down. Oh, you have to hit a quota, or probably they fire you maybe. Dude. End shift. You completed. And rating increased. Yeah, by 0.1. We spent 5. We earned 19. Launch Crasher. Alright, so we won't be able to get all the way to these places. So right now we have this place and this place. 18 and 20. Outer Lands and the Combine. Oh, it's a Capra capsule? Extraordinary sleep at a very ordinary price. Stay comfortable. Stay you. Stay a Capra. Pfft, whatever. Also a Capra capsule. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. Yes, well. If we're gonna do it, let's go to the cheaper one. I mean, it looks like our charge is gonna come down to roughly the same amount, so let's go to the cheaper one, I guess. Or should we go to the charge station? No attendant on duty. Okay, well, never mind. I guess we're going here. Or are we going here? Yeah, no USD accepted. Well, let's go charge up first. Yikes, a little low when I didn't know when I'd be able to charge up again. Each bar would set me back. Yep, get a full charge, I think. Continue my night. Alright, and then we gotta hit up the Capra Hotel, or Capra Capsule. Oh, now more stuff is available. Oh, these ones with the circle and thing, those are Capra. This one is not. Motel Azteca. Queen bed, courtyard view. Vacancies now at the landmark Motel Azteca. Relaxed lodging with hot tub, parking, and continental breakfast. Ooh, that sounds pretty good. Luisa's home. My little corner of Los Ojos. I can offer you privacy, comfort, green tea, no judgment, and a world-class bed. My brother is a mattress designer. And then this place looks hella expensive. The Babylon Ultra Luxe Hotel Suite. Out of your price range. Yeah, I noticed. Alright, well, let's go to the cheap one. It's where we can afford, so let's do it. Motel Azteca. Is this our Capra? I mean, our Neocab? I wasn't sure how much sleep I'd get, even though I was exhausted. My mind was racing with worries about Savvy, but when my head hit the pillow in the Azteca, I went somewhere else. I was back at Cactus Flats, in a room where I'd used to live, floating above all these things I'd owned, all these beautiful little things. Rows and rows of little things, pine cones and seashells. I remembered where I'd gotten each one of them, and the joy I felt was so warm, like light inside my whole body. I was so happy to be home. I kept floating, and then I wasn't in my nice room anymore, and there wasn't anything in the room, and I couldn't breathe. I went for the door, and it didn't open. I screamed and screamed and screamed until all the air was gone, and I knew I was dying. Then I woke up. The as-advertised 24/7 breakfast was okay, but there were pine cones placed around the trays for decoration. I knew it had to have been a coincidence. Of course it was. But the effort to ignore the thoughts that maybe it wasn't just a coincidence, that maybe the hotel was some kind of portal between the dream world and the real world, but then that would all mean all I could summon were pine cones. It all just kind of killed my appetite. Back to work. Man, night 2. The memory of what happened last night was a shadow over everything around me. The desperate text. Savvy's smashed phone. I tried to quiet my mind and just feel into my body for a second. Ugh, this wasn't working. Where the hell was she? This wouldn't be the first time she'd ghosted, but this felt different. And I knew basically nothing about what her life in Los Ojos was like. Savvy was headed to a nightclub, but its name? Total mystery. Oh, and she was in some kind of trouble at work, whatever that was. I tried to recall as many details as I could about last night, scribbling my journal app until my hand ached. Maybe I'd seen that symbol on her phone before, after all. It wasn't a name, but it was a person to track down, and a neighborhood. As long as I met my neocab quota, I could stay on the search without losing my job and leaving LO as a total disaster. Okay, yeah, well, let's start our shift. Daily goals, 35 and 3 rides. Okay. So we spent money on a place to stay. The journal. Last text, 2 a.m. Savvy, where are you? Dropped off at 9 p.m. rich person dorm. Jace never texted details. Savvy seemed upset. I kinda effed up at work. Where? Found phone smashed with weird sticker. Azul's tattoo. Radix. Yeah. Where have I seen this before? WTF, I found her phone. Yeah, he had this as a tattoo. Alright, this is where we are. Who are you? Carlos Wong. I'll fix what ails you. Una St. Clair. All things to all people. I think we were in the Combine, but we ended up in Luce Rouge. Where's this guy going? He's going to Frontera, back where we are now. Maybe this is the right call, just because this is where we ended up dropping off Azul. Maybe we can happen upon him here, and it doesn't take up too much of our charge, so maybe we'll do this. Alright, Una St. Clair. Hopefully you're not a bee. I need to get to the cadence, and I need to get there fast. What's that? What? Oh, what's that? Maybe it sounds like a spa. It's the casino. The big one? I remember when cab drivers were expected to memorize things like this. Yeah, I'm new here. Yeah, I'm new here. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just pressed for time. Head to Frontera, north side. That was a straight shot. Easy trip. Oh no, don't go that way. Rajanimi Square is a mess. You can barely get through. She sounded like she knew what she was talking about, or great, a taxi driver. I mean, She just wants to get to where she's going. And I mean, a square. Usually squares are very packed, and she might be right about that. She sounded like she knew what she was talking about. Must be some warning on her hollow space. I can go around. Would you like me to take Jean Street or Flambourg? Choose one at random. And I do mean random. As random as you can make it. Weird. That was a whole different kind of backseat driving. Psychological. I whispered eeny, meeny, miny, and swerved at the last moment onto Jean Street. Not Flambourg? You said to choose? Wait. Ah, yes. That's just what I needed. Yeah. Are we... Yeah. Seriously, is she being followed? Are we trying to lose a tail or something? Are you about to rob this casino? Do you think it would be wise for me to tell you if I was? I'm gonna take that as a hard maybe. Hey, I might be a genius safecracker for all you know. Either way, we're playing around with her, right? I'm going to take that as a hard maybe. Fair enough. No, I was desperate for a bit of a chance. A dose of entropy. Randomness, you know? Resets my mind. Sometimes one finds oneself in a rut of predictability. Tell me about it. It's why humor is such a balm. Comedy is based on the unexpected twist. Interesting method. How about I pick a number? Between 1 and hippopotamus. Between your hippocampus and mine, thank you. But no. Not that kind of randomness. I need chance with real stakes. Which is why I'm zooming down Jean towards this casino? Yes, but now, I'm not sure it will work. The stakes are high in monetary terms, but they don't actually matter, don't you find? Well, if you're rich, they matter when you roll a hot 13. They matter when you hit the triple bighorn flush, but they don't actually matter. So she's gambling with her life, or she wants to. I stayed quiet. You've never been inside a casino, have you? Yeah, well, technically, or I like to think of life itself as a gamble, which kind of is. You take a chance on everything. And the whole world is my house? So that's a no. No, the casino definitely isn't going to work. I need to find some entry that matters. Why? What's this all about? Well, it's simple. Almost obvious. Something is wrong with the world. You're in the Matrix. I agree with you there. And going down Jean Street instead of Flambourg can make it right? Coming from you, that sounds heavy. Yeah, she seems really serious, but also kind of dour at the same time. Coming from you, that sounds heavy. Indeed, it is. Sadly, I fear our timeline has become tangled. She almost seems like a otherworlder kind of thing, you know? Like, our timeline has become tangled. The universe is made of infinite timelines. Always branching based on the tiniest decisions is perfectly coherent and stable, as long as the branches remain distinct. I waited for her to say more, and nothing. So, you see the obvious danger. Obvious is not quite the word I would have chosen. So, if our timeline is tangled up with one another, can there be two Linas in one timeline? I don't think that's what she means. Can't. How do we untangle it? Oh, I think that's well beyond our capabilities. But it's good to know how off-kilter one's reality is. It helps you decide how annoyed to be with friends who constantly reschedule lunch. Connor, for example. Has anyone canceled on you lately? Now that, Una, is a good joke. I thought as much. Tell me what happened. It should help me calibrate. I guess, she seems kind of, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs right now, so maybe it wouldn't hurt. I told her what happened with Savvy. I was supposed to move in with my best friend, and she didn't show. And now I don't know if she's in trouble. Or hurt. Or maybe just the worst. She listened to my story. She listened like my story was feeding her. Maybe I get 5 stars out of it, but it was a little creepy. So your friend just vanished? With no explanation? None. And you don't know how to feel about it. It confuses you. Yeah, well, wouldn't you be confused? Perfect. Perfect! I don't know if you caught the part where I said she might be hurt. She ignored me. She's taking the story for herself because she's looking for that entropy, and we just fed her the entropy she was looking for. Now, this next part is crucial. If your friend hadn't disappeared, where would she be right now? I don't know. I just moved here. Please, just guess. Think in terms of chance and what if and maybe. Let them wash over you. I could tell she was never going to drop it. May as well just indulge her. Okay, if she hadn't just blinked off the map, Savvy would probably be taking in a burlesque show in Les Rouge. Probably. She seemed pretty, free-spirited out there. Actually, more like performing in a burlesque show. That's probably true. Actually, even more likely, organizing a burlesque show. In fact, most likely of all, acting as a ringleader for an entire neo-burlesque scene. Yep, that is exactly where Savvy would be. She'd be picking out pasties in Les Rouge. She just absorbed it for a moment. Maybe she thought it was crazy. I'd like to request a new destination. Take me to Les Rouge. Well, that'll be a more expensive ride, to be sure. Ha! I'm a good for it. Just drive. I wonder if she's I don't know, maybe she is I don't know, some extra dimensional being or something. I just nodded. Excellent. I'll drop a little something into your account to cover the trouble. I rerouted us to Les Rouge. The trip didn't take as long as I thought it would, and after all that, we ended up back on Flambour. I thought I should tell her. I didn't want to say anything. Let's go for it. I thought I should tell her. Maybe help her calibrations or whatever. Hey look, we're on Flambour after all. 2 roads diverged. And we took them both, so you could feel the difference. She didn't seem to notice my brilliant joke. She was staring straight ahead with this super intense gaze. Almost like she was seeing straight to that other timeline. Maybe she was. I mean, look at all of the gizmos on her. Which one were we tangled up with? We stopped in Les Rouge. I wish I could pay you back in kind and help you locate your friend. Information is obscenely undervalued against coin, don't you agree? Any clue would help. I've got nothing to go on. Well, I can't tell you where she is, I'm afraid, but I can tell you where she was supposed to be. At this moment, in a stable timeline, she's at a terrible Berlin techno-themed club called Stanzmaschine. Stanzmaschine. Am I saying that right? It's not that far from here, in any case. Huh. Maybe there's a thing here. You're unbelievable, Una. I think I can use this. Think nothing of it. It's merely a byproduct of my work. So, I have to ask, are you... a witch? No, though you're not the first person to think that. Just a quantum statistician. Just think of me as an accountant, except the spreadsheet is very, very large. And you can be simultaneously rich and broke. I don't think I could handle that kind of uncertainty in my Capra cash account. Oh, don't worry about that. Counter-espionage is quite lucrative. In any case... Wait, back up. Counter-espionage? Ah, yes, with a little time, a little luck, and just the right entropy differential, no secret is safe. The only way to protect your communications from a quantum statistician is to hire a better one. And I'm the best there is, so... So, can you, like, read my text? That's unbelievable. I had so many questions. Yeah, I have so many questions. Quantum statistician. So, she takes statistical studies or statistics of different quantum events, like in different timelines and such, and compares and contrasts and organizes and stuff like that. Yeah, I have many questions. You'll see. I really must dash. Thank you for the ride and the story. This timeline is indeed as unstable as I feared. Oh. Maybe she's like, I don't know. It kind of reminds me of like Loki, the TV show on Disney, where like the TVA or Time Variance Authority has like this one perfect timeline, and they're trying to fix everything so that there's like only the perfect golden timeline instead of all these multiple different timelines, and some of them tangled up and stuff. Mind you, I've only watched the first season, so I don't know what happens after, but that's what I got out of the first season. And we might even be able to fix it. Wait, we might fix it? She slid out and walked up the sidewalk away from my car, zigging and zagging as she went. Well, entropy. Entropy! It looked random, and the sinking feeling in my stomach, that felt very, very certain. If there really were infinite timelines... Yeah, did any choices matter? I mean, they do for you, but in the grand scheme of the entire multiverse, probably not. Where did they branch? How did it happen? Well, I mean, they probably branch at each decision, each of the timelines, and they happen probably after the very first decision. But maybe this is like, do any choices really matter in the grand scheme of things, because you're in a timeline where things will play out a certain way. I reached for my phone to find my next packs. Time to choose again. Yeah, that was weird, guys. Like, really weird. Ride complete. Una St. Clair gave you 5 stars. Thank you for the honesty and the humor. A wonderfully chaotic source of entropy. Stayed perfect. Earned cash. I thought she added some extra to our account. Oh, she did, because we were at 60 something, so she added a decent amount. Loose Rouge. Alright. No password is safe from the Quantum Witch. Oh, that's funny. Alright. And we made our goal of 35. Okay, cool. So, you know, guys, I think we're going to stop here. That was an interesting ride that we had. Like, imagine, right? There is, like, actual quantum statisticians, and, like, they can actually, like, predict or see different timelines, different choices, and things that could and would and will happen. Like, imagine. That's crazy. Like, they'd be so rich. Probably. I mean, she said it like you could be rich and poor at the same time. I would hate that. Like, but I guess at the same time, meaning as though like in one timeline you're rich, one timeline you're poor. I don't know. It's like way, way more big brain than this brain has. Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope that you will come back for the next one, and I hope to see you there. Until then, everyone, I'll see you in that timeline. Bye.